All right, Xander, who are you chatting to? These lovely ladies you seem to have made very good friends with.
I didn't catch their names, but we've struck up. From the Dementia Revolution from Alzheimer's Society.
Okay, so these are our pals from Dementia. Well, they're from the Alzheimer's Society, which is part of the Dementia Revolution Gang, which is a pop-up charity that's been set up in 12 months to raise as much money as possible to help research this dreadful blight on the human race. And Scott Mitchell is at the forefront of this. He's at the vanguard of this, along with his wife, Dame Barbara Windsor, who herself is suffering from dementia now. That's been well recorded. And they have championed this cause. And now we can tell you that Dementia Revolution has become the biggest pop-up successful marathon charity of all time. Is that correct?
Yeah, we think so. We're just doing the final calculations, but yes, we believe it is.
Okay, that's the voice of, I do believe, Claire. We have Charlotte in the middle and Maria. Okay, and there you are, Xander, stuck in the middle with them.
Yeah.
No bad place to be.
Not a bad place at all.
Okay, so Maria, we've talked before on the telephone. The last time we were both striking our eyes out, as my mum would say, and that was post the Amsterdam auction show, which was gangbusters. Tell us where you were and who you were with when you were listening to that programme.
Well, I was in my bedroom, actually, when I was listening to it first, and I couldn't believe the generosity of the listeners. We didn't know it was going to be so successful. It was just overwhelming. On the train coming into work, couldn't believe, again, the amounts that people were raising. And then when I got to Alzheimer's Society office, everybody was listening to it, and we were all cheering. And when the final total you raised, there were tears, there were laughter, there were cheers. We couldn't believe that the generosity of you, your listeners.
No, nothing to do with me. I'm just a gob on the stick. We're the vessel for the salt. But,
well, you made it all happen, so thank you.
But thank you for saying thank you. But it's down to you and the listeners. Okay, that's it. We're merely the bridge between the two banks. But we were going for 200 grand.
Yeah.
We were at 340 odd when we went off the air. It's now £407,000. So well done, everybody.
Extraordinary. Thank you, everybody out there. You are absolutely fantastic, amazing. We cannot do this, life-saving research without your support. Thank you to everybody out there that's done this for us.
Okay, but of course the rough comes with the smooth. The rough bit is we've now got to go run the damn thing. So
we've got over to you guys.
We've got to go to Amsterdam on the weekend of the 18th of October, just before November and December, and run either 5 miles in Amsterdam, a half marathon, or a full marathon. And now, Claire, you're coming with us. You're going to run, yes?
I will try and run next to you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll go for as long as I can.
Are you coming along? Yes.
I'd love to.
You've got to come along. Okay. It's going to be fantastic. But the really important news is this is a terrible challenge to many, many people. And 1 in 8 deaths currently are an effect or are a result of something to do with dementia. That's going to grow. However, the research is very much catching up with the problem. Almost like no other disease or the potential solution for any other disease has ever done in the past.
That's right. I mean, they're working on some really powerful breakthroughs at the moment. And what's fantastic is that this money is going to the Dementia Research Institute, which is founded by Alzheimer's Society and Alzheimer's Research UK. And what it's doing is incredible because it's bringing together the brains of scientists from 6 different universities to all work together. That's really unusual. Quite often they work in their own universities, but by working together and sharing their learnings and their breakthroughs, we really can do something special. All
right, so we've heard from Maria. Maria, I love you like a sister. We've heard from Claire there. Charlotte, what's your role in this thing?
So I lead all of our fundraising teams, and as Maria said on the morning, we were all listening. And it's this job. I think a lot of people, you can look out and read the news and feel quite depressed about everything that's going on. But I think that morning was just an example of the amazing generosity of the British public and how we pulled together. And you're right, we're on the cusp of some amazing breakthroughs in terms of treatments and understanding dementia better, but it's still the biggest killer in the UK, and it's still the only disease where we can't actually cure it, prevent it, or slow it down. So we need the money. We're so grateful. We're really excited about what the Dementia Research Institute's doing. So it's brilliant, and hopefully people will get engaged and understand more. And it's about asking people to understand what when someone's living with dementia, and to Dame Barbara's point, is to understand it more. There's still a lot of stigma around people living with dementia. So the bravery of Dame Barbara to come out and talk about it's been incredible. But we want people to feel that they live in a community, in a society that understands, and then the more we understand something, the more we'll want to try and solve it.
Right, you were very engaged in this conversation, Xander. Do you have a particular interest in?
Well, I do actually. I've just recently discovered I'm of a sort of blood type. It's not a blood type, but I'm of a sort of what they call EPO4, which means it's a cholesterol
red flag.
thing. It's a red flag. It's one of the things you have to look out for. And so as far as I'm concerned, I know I have to take more exercise. I have to eat very carefully. I've got the various things, even at this stage, I should be doing to avoid it. But I mean, just to know that there are brilliant people, as you say, the minds of 6 universities coming together. It does really feel, as you said, that this is the research is catching up with the problem.
It's making a difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very
Definitely.
from a fundraising to to results equation. It seems to be a very efficient one, a very effective one. This, not decrying anything else, any other good causes that are around, but this one seems to be particularly effective.
Yes, I think
Pound
that's right.
for pound.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's because so little has been done for so long as well. So it's been underfunded for decades.
Yep.
But fortunately now, thanks to people like yourself.
Yeah, it's been denied for decades.
It has been, yeah. And a lot of people don't know that it's, looked after by the NHS because it's looked after by social care because there aren't many treatments around at the moment for people. But the great news is we are getting there.
The Chris Evans Breakfast Show with Sky.